So our partnership with the federal government is to grow travel as an export. People don't realize that the export is the experience and memories people have and the money they spend. And 10% that everything the U.S. exports is tied to people coming here, spending their money and leaving. So our job is to grow and maximize the economic contribution that travel has to our economy. In 2018, 80 million people visited the United States from outside our borders, spent $256 billion. So it's a huge contributor. And then there's the soft diplomacy side, which is travel has the amazing ability of bringing people together so that they have a better understanding of each other and a better appreciation of each other. So that's kind of the overall goals. And then so we target markets from around the world. We have the greatest potential to do that. Yeah.
Absolutely. We see this within the earnings reports of a lot of jewelry brands as well, for better or for worse, citing the international consumer as one that they go after, especially the tourism industry.
Absolutely.
But how have you found, and what have you found to be the most effective attractions that are really getting people to come to the U.S.?
Well, you know, I think before there were organizations like us, many of our friends outside our borders knew us through our pop culture, movies and music. And so a lot of that's very compelling ways to see cities and destinations and experiences. So that's really what we're all about is those stories resonate in all 50 states. The 5 territories, the District of Columbia. Our job is to not have to necessarily tell those stories, but provide opportunities and channels for those stories to be amplified. So our partners are our destinations at the local and state level and our brands that deliver the experiences every day. And all we have to do is remind people why the USA is the most aspirational destination in the world.
Well, anecdotally, I mean, I think for some travelers and those who have not been to the U.S., their impression of the U.S. might be reflected in how the president has been interacting online with the public, and maybe a fear of a racism that has maybe reemerged in the country, maybe not wanting to visit. Have you found that to be the case when it comes to maybe telling people that maybe that is not the case right now?
Certainly we don't turn a blind eye to the way the United States, well, first of all, that brand is the most powerful brand in the world and is shaped every day and sometimes hours within the day. Amazing thing about travel and tourism is it really transcends politics. It really has nothing to do with who's in the White House, who's in Congress. It's all about the destination that is the United States, the experiences you can have here, and the people, us as the most welcoming people in the world. So those things that might be affecting anybody's impression of the U.S. at the moment might affect sentiment, but when you actually look at behavior, are they going to still come? Yeah, they're going to still come because the power of the destination, the power of the brand is really what drives visitation to the U.S.